morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on whatever you are watching us for. This is another edition of Politics on the Street. That subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our videos, share, comment for more political discourse. That subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our videos, share, comment for more political discourse. Now, after the 30th Independent Day celebration in the East, whereby some of the governors said they are no longer comfortable with all these Biafras and Ekpa. Now, the governors and ohanaeze and the Igbo leaders have put us together to visit President Tinubu tomorrow for a political dialogue. Yesterday, Uzodinma said that yesterday in a viral video, he said Nnamdi Kanu is likely to be released any moment from now. And the Igbo leaders are working hand in hand with the president to put a lasting solution to the crisis rocking the East. How can it be happening?
Thank you for having me live on this platform this morning, this afternoon, sorry. We are going to look at it because if you look at the international image, we discover that Nnamdi Kanu, Nigeria is falling into notoriety because of the way and manner Nnamdi Kanu issue has been treated. So nobody's going to take that away from Nigeria. Nigeria is already running a dented image across the globe, coupled with the recent movement that took place in the entire Biafran land, talking about the commemoration of the Biafran Day, where you see different phases of development, trying to catch up with the IPOB order. The IPOB order states sit at home May 30 to mourn, and at the same time celebrate the identity of Igbos all over the world. We can see how that actually played out, even to the surprise of so many. They never expected that the entire Biafran land will at that manner lock out, not even lock down, lock out Nigeria completely, at least for that day. Nigeria was totally locked out by Biafran commemoration day that took place in the entire Biafran land. What does that tell you? It tells you now that Igbos are no longer comfortable in a nation called Nigeria. But a bit away from that, what we are asking now, how will they go about the release of Nnamdi Kanu? Because currently now we have discovered that what is actually holding Nnamdi Kanu there is not even the law. What is holding Nnamdi Kanu is beyond the law. What is holding Nnamdi Kanu currently now is vested interest. Yes, and they see Nnamdi Kanu as an obstacle to whatever they are planning, whether now or before. So, but the unfortunate thing is this: Nnamdi Kanu has successfully withstand the storm, as a symbol, of unity and a symbol of the oppression, a symbol of the people, the people's resolve, to achieve and attain their destiny the way it is. So, it's not even new. This move has been made several times by the ohanaeze, where they came up with ohanaeze task force, and that task force has we are mandated to make sure that at the end of the day, Nnamdi Kanu is being freed. I think there was a secret visit, if it was not made public anyway, where some things were deliberated, and of course, Atiku, the former president of Nigeria, talking about Atiku Abubakar, also made a statement in that regard that it is time for Nnamdi Kanu to be left off the hook, basically because the man actually did not commit any crime in that regard, for asking for a better atmosphere, a better federal government interest in the entire Biafra. And I think we make a reference to that anyway. And so coming back to where we are, we have seen different faces of so many people, especially governors from the entire southern eastern part of the country, coming out to take a particular stand on what to do and the next move to do to go about the release of Nnamdi Kanu. No, they will likely going to come up with a political solution, and that political solution, of course, will be determined by whatever agreement they are going into with Nnamdi Kanu at the end of the day.
Okay, sir. Now this thing, it is the killing of the soldiers in Abia that prompted the Southernist elders and the governors and the ohanaeze Ndigbo to come up with this quick resolution to put a long-lasting solution.
No, as I'm talking to you now, Abia State are precisely Aba is under siege by the Nigerian military over the killing of 5 soldiers in Abia State, precisely Aba, and most of those soldiers that were killed, about 3 or 4 of them came from Aba too, the Anga people, So there is serious siege by the military currently now, and they are calling the governor of Abia State, Alex Oti, to issue a press statement in that regard. Though he said that issuing a press statement in that regard might also ignite the situation, given the humiliation Abaride witnessed when he was attending a funeral in one of the communities in Abia State. Abaride had to come down from his vehicle, explain himself. Then he was delayed, but later he was allowed to continue his journey in that regard. But what we're saying is this: there are limits to what soldiers can do, in that respect, because there's no law, that backs retaliation according to the Nigerian constitution from the military. No, there's no law like that. There's no law that empower the military, to invade or go for retaliation. So the military should understand, there should be a level of engagement, and most of the things they do should be seen to be legal, even though a lot of people have come out to condemn the killing of soldiers, in that manner. But it tells you, how aggrieved some certain things about this country is all about, especially the continuous detention of Nnamdi Kanu, who everybody see as being most people see it as his continued detention in DSS custody is a security threat, to the entire Biafra land, and that is what people are actually looking at. And from that, people are saying that even though ohanaeze Ndigbo have been making arrangements to have a dialogue, a political dialogue, a political solution to what is happening to the eastern part of the country, and of course to Nnamdi Kanu, which was also in the pipeline before the killing of the 5 soldiers somewhere in Aba. So the fact is this: I think it is the right step. The governor should also understand that this is not about or killing of the soldiers. This is about the consciousness of the Igbo. You can see the reference coming from one of the topmost journalists, Rufai Husseini, where he was reacting to what Uzodinma said, even though the man, we know where he's coming from. He said that Abba Kyari made him governor. But that one apart, he said Igbo cannot be president of Nigeria for a very long time. And there was a reaction, the same Igbo you are talking to saying they cannot be president, they should have put their house in order and all that. But somebody who is not an Igbo, reacted to that, questioning the mediocrity, behind what the governor of Imo State is saying about the quest to become for Imo to become president, and that to an extent he was questioning, the infrastructural deficiency, federal government presence in the entire Biafra land is nothing to write home about. Look at all the rail projects that was inaugurated or commissioned or was powered by the federal government. You cannot see such in Biafra land. A lot of things. It took Nigeria 40 years plus for them to build second Niger bridge. So what are they talking about? So the consciousness of what they are doing has come to the level of limelight where you are going to see different phases of reaction to the deepened marginalization of Igbos in Nigeria, and that is what you see that is playing out. Even though IPOB has come out to actually condemn the killing of soldiers, but whatever happened, the situation in the entire Biafra land is already tense by the way and manner of which the federal government went about having kidnapping and keeping Nnamdi Kanu in DSS custody. Nnamdi Kanu, as it stands today, he represents a lot of things. He represents freedom. He represents a lot of people. There's no how you are going to separate Nnamdi Kanu from millions of people out there who are asking for the realization and restoration of the Biafran Republic.
So, sir, if you come and ask now, who is commenting the tactics in the South? Who are these unknown government? Who are they working for? And why are they killing people?
Let me give you an insight. Anybody can come out and claim that he is behind or that he is the one that ordered whatever that. Upon a proper investigation is being done in that regard to be able to know who and who that was behind that animalistic killing that took place. I do not ascribe to that. I do not support the killing of Nigerian soldiers. I do not support that for now. But what I'm saying is this: whoever that is doing that should understand that the consequences of what you are doing at this moment now does not tally with the principles and aims and objectives of the IPOB. So anybody that is carrying out such thing, is being seen as an enemy of the Biafra cause.
Thank you. This is your address. Anyone that is playing soldier is being seen as an enemy of the Biafra cause. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our videos, share, comment for more political discourse.
Thank you.